Alright, so we got, well, we're building Iron Man Mark IV. I got this from Target yesterday, so I'm going to be building this on in this video, obviously. So here's there, I know there's a glare. Here's that. Here's there. I mean to say there. I'm so sorry. I can't speak words apparently. At least not today. So, there you go. So, I'm gonna be right back and pop open this. Alright, so this is what we have here. The back. If you want to do that. Read that if you want. Only if I can get these pages to open. There we go. That's pretty cool. I might keep this part of it. The rest I might just either take out or not. I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna start off with pack number 1. You know, when I went to what's it called? Okay, so we're gonna need this, and then we are going to need 2 of these right here, and we're going to have them in. So when I went to Target yesterday, I was like, I want to buy this, but I'm not sure. So I was like, it's Iron Man. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll get it. I've seen like there was like Jesco there too, but I'm just like I'm not sure if I want to buy it or not, because I already have like a Koenigsegg Agera somewhere here, like the not the actual car, but the what's it called, the car model. So the diecast car. So I don't have the Jesco, but I'm just like I don't know. I wanted to buy it, it's just that I don't think it was smart for me to buy it, so we're going to need 2 of these. And then this is going to tab underneath, like so. And you're going to repeat the same thing as the others. So anyway, as I was saying, I wanted to buy it so badly, but I was like, I don't know, man. So, but when it came to Iron Man, I was like, oh man, they don't do Marvel stuff that much. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll bite my tongue for once and then get it. Otherwise, I'm gonna regret it because it's Iron Man, so I had to. And plus, I think it does come with its own mini figurine. So that's the thing. You're gonna take this and tab it in on top. That is what they're telling me. Wait a minute. Okay, I guess this could be just as. So you can just like take this and just tab this in. There's like 2 that's gonna go there, so it doesn't matter which one you tab this to. So whatever. See, same difference. Anyways, so you're going to take this and you are going to tap it in like so. Actually, okay, yeah, we're going to tap it in like so. Okay. I thought I was missing something, but anyways, we're going to take these 2 pieces and you're going to tab them here. So I decided to just get this, and how could I not, you know? I had to. No, I'm being serious, how could I not? I'll be honest, I couldn't resist. So you're going to take these 2 pieces and you're going to tap them there, and yeah, I just couldn't resist, and I just ended up buying. Oh, I missed a step. Okay. I missed a step. Okay, no wait, I didn't. Okay, cool. I thought I missed a step. I just forgot to plug something in. That was bad on my end. We're supposed to take this piece right here, and we're supposed to plug that in. But that was just a minor thing, you know. Not a big deal. Anyway, so I just thought, oh man, I really want to buy this. I really did. So I was like, alright, I'll bite my tongue on this one. I'll get it. This was like 70. It said it was $70, but it was like $60, so it wasn't that bad, I guess. So again, I had to bite my tongue on this one. And I was like, okay, alright, fine. I'll take this one. Just this, though. So I went for it, and now we're building this. Alright, we're just making sure if we're on the right track. Anyway, so we're going to take these two pieces and we are going to tab it in here apparently. That is what the direction is saying. Unless somehow I got confused, I don't know, but I highly doubt that's just the case. So we're going to take these two pieces and I'm going to line this up and tab it in like so. There we go. And we are going to take these big blocky pieces and we're going to tab them in like that. So anyways, I decided, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll bite my tongue on this one, and then that's how I got this. So I'm building this right now because of that. I just thought, okay, all right, this seems like something that I want. I didn't want to regret my while, and I just thought, all right, cool. I'm not gonna repeat the same thing. I know it makes it seem like I was going to, but I'm not going to. Trust me. I do end up repeating the same thing, but only if I need to, like, saying like, hey, this is what it is. I'm repeating it on purpose. Don't forget, that's usually what I do. So this goes on the blue, and then this one goes here. I feel like this is a chest. I'm not sure either, but this is my guess. And then we're going to take these red pieces and we're going to tab them there. Trust me, I wanted to get the Koning's Egg Jesco, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. Yeah, because especially like how expensive things are. So there's like a lot of things going on, and reality right now at the time of making this video. You might watch it in the future, I don't know. How, when, where, I don't know, I can't tell you. Alright, so we are going to take this and we are going to, wait, hold up, what? Oh, okay, I missed a small little step, that's fine. It's not a big deal. It's just a small little tiny step. So where are we? Alright. So we are going to take this and we're going to tab this here. And we're going to take this, tab this here. And then take this piece and tab it there. There should be one more like this. Okay, cool. Alright, so now we're going to put this to the side. And now we are going to take this two of them. 1, 2, haha. Do you guys remember that show called Sesame Street? I'm pretty sure you guys will remember this, but I remember we used to watch that show. There used to be like a vampire. I think his name was Count Dracula, if I remember. Okay, so this is gonna go in the middle, like so. And then I remember there was like 1, 2, okay, he just laughed like every time. It almost took me to that part. You know, it's just so funny. I was just watching the video not too long ago. I was watching a random YouTuber. Well, one of my favorite YouTubers. And they were doing Blade and Count Dracula parody. And this is what reminded me. So anyways. So this is basically done. So now we're going to bring this back in, and we are going to tab it in like so. I'm just hoping to make this like short and sweet so I don't guys bore you too much. So we're going to need 2 of these pieces right here, and this should be going right here. Right? No? Okay, that's probably why. So that is going there. There should be one more like this. I hate it when I can't find pieces. It's just so annoying. And then this is supposed to go here. And there's one more piece exactly like that that is supposed to go there. Oh, found it. And we're going to need 3 of these. And this is going to peg in like so. What is going on? Oh, there's supposed to be one more piece here. Okay. So there's supposed to be one more piece here, like so, and you're going to tab that in, and then this is going to tab in over, like so. Okay, not a big deal. And then we are going to need these 2 pieces here, and we're going to take this piece, and then we're going to tab this here on both sides. This one was hiding from me. And then we're going to take this and we're going to tab that in like so, and tab that in like so. And then we are going to take, if I can get a hold of it, we're going to take these 2 pieces and we are going to tab this in like so. It's going to peg over, or it's going to tab over this blank right here. Yeah, I think this is the shoulders. And then we are going to take 2 of these pieces. And then we are going to take these 2 pieces right here. And then we are going to, yes, we can rotate this 180 and then tab this in, or rotate it like so. I don't know, man. So, and then we're going to tab this in. And then what's going to happen is, I believe this is supposed to tab in like so, yeah. It wouldn't make no sense otherwise. If that didn't work, then I'm not pretty sure what to do. So we're going to take 4 of these and tab them in. I'll grab another one. I'll show you what it looks like. So you want this. You're going to tab them in 4 times. I already tabbed one in. So I'm going to tab another one in 4 times. And then we are going to take these 2 pieces and tab them in. Yeah, we're supposed to do that twice. That's right. So overall, I mean, I'm excited to build this. So we're just going to take this and we are going to tab them. Okay, well, fine. So I guess this is supposed to be facing up, and just make sure they line up and we'll be good to go, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Then this is supposed to just tab in like that. Yeah, these Lego builds are pretty fun. Alright, so I already went ahead and done that. And then there is 2 more like this. And then this is just gonna tab in like so. I know this is just kind of weird, but there we go. It's supposed to be like this. And then we are gonna push this to the side. And then we are going to work with whatever we have, I guess. So, not much left for this. So, we are going to take this little piece right here, tab it in. Then we are going to take this piece here and tab that in. I think that's going to be done twice, but I'll do one off screen. And then this is just going to tab in like so. And once that is done, we're going to take this piece here and tab that in. And once you got that, you're going to take this and tab this in. There we go. And then we are going to take this right here and then this right here, and then you're going to tab this in sideways like so. And then this is going to tab in like that. And then finally we're going to take this piece right here and we are going to tab. We are going to tab this in like that. Vice versa. And once you have done that, we are going to take this and we're going to tab this in like so. Same thing on the other side. We're going to take this and tab this in like so. There, yep, that's pretty much his chest. Okay, so now we're going to take this little piece and we're going to tab this in. And we are going to take this piece right here and we are going to tab this in like so. And then we're going to slide that over, and then we're missing his bottom piece, which we'll eventually find. Oh, found it. Never mind. And then we are going to tab this in, and there you have Mini Iron Man. So now we're going to bring this in, and we're going to take this. Actually, we're going to flip this upside down. And then these threads are supposed to be facing you. And then you kind of want to rotate it until it sets in place, like so. There you go, like that. And then we are going to take two of these pieces and we're going to tab that in like that, and there should be one more. And then what are we doing next? So to build his stand, they said to just skip over to page 38 and 40, or if you want to do it a different way, then you can skip over to 43. So I'll show you what they mean. You can do whatever you want to do. I am just going to skip over and push this to the side, and then we are going to take this. I'm going to hurry up now. And then take this and we are going to tab this in like that. Same thing here. So you're going to take this and we're supposed to tab these in together together. Well, you're welcome. You're stuck with that song now. You won't get it out, and you can't get it out. Okay, and then I think what we're supposed to do is tab these in. Okay, I guess I'm missing something here, but I'm not pretty certain what I'm missing here. But regardless of the case, yeah, there's something. I don't know what to say. So we're supposed to turn this over, and then we're going to tab these in like so. Tab these in, and now these aren't going to go to any places, so we're cool. I hope we're cool with that. So, though I feel like these two would have been great on the sides. I'm gonna go with my custom, okay. And then we're gonna take this, and then we're gonna tab this in like so. We're building, this is where we're building on. And then we're gonna take this, we're gonna tab this in like so. And then we're going to do one more set like that. And then finally, this will just tab in like so. And then I hope we're done with this. with the stand and all. And we are going to take this, and we are going to take this. We're going to tab this in together forever, and this is gonna tab in like so. There we go. And then if we want, you just go ahead and tab, I don't know, just tab this in. It's not going to make a difference. I'm going to tab this in however I wish. And then I have an extra piece, and that means I can just tab this in like this. I had an extra piece, so there we go. That stand is done. There's no sticker here. So, oh, okay, cool. So we'll just tab it in like so. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. There. I'll show it to you again. I hope I can. Okay. So it attaches like this, right? Okay, let me raise it up a little. So it attaches like this, right? It's already attached. I can't take it out. So, you already guys know how this works. We tried it with Harry Potter. And then we can just tab it in, and then it moves however I want to move. So now we put that to the side. That will not matter anymore, because now we are going to be building his blades. His shoulder blades. Yep, we are going to be building his shoulder blades. So we are going to take, this, and we are going to tab this in like so. Then this is supposed to tab in like that. Oh, just back one. Only missed it by one, so that's not bad. You're going to take this and tab this in. Excuse me. So we're going to tab this in. I'm burping a little bit from inside, so. And then we're going to take this and we're going to tab this in. And then we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to tab this in. And then we're going to take this little piece right here and we're going to tab this in. We're going to tab this in. And then finally we're going to tab this in. Oh, there's more. There is a lot to this. So we're going to take this and we're going to tab this in like so. And then we're going to tab this in. And then we are going to tab. Oh, okay, gotcha. And then we are going to take this, where'd it go? Okay, so we're going to take this. We are going to tab. Hopefully, oh, okay, I grabbed the wrong side. Oops. That's what happens. So we're going to take this and we're going to tab this in like that. Make sure this hollow piece right here is supposed to go on this Lego piece right here. And then we are going to take this and tab this in like so. And then we are going to take this and we're going to tab this in. Then we are going to take this and we're going to tab this in. And we're going to take this and we're going to tab this in. Tab that in. And once more, we are going to tab this in. We're going to turn this around. And what we're going to do is take this and we are going to tab this in like so. So make sure it's pointed this way. And then we are going to tab this in, and then there you have that. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and I'll be right back. We have both of these done, and don't worry if you end up like mixing these up. All you gotta do is just take this little piece right here and then just switch it out. It's not a big deal. Anyway, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this and you are gonna plug it in like so, and then angle it like so, like that. And I think that's where the arc reactor is gonna go. So we're gonna take this and tab it in, and there you go. I think I got that off camera. I've already went ahead and got this done. I've already got both sides of these done, so just go ahead and tab this in. And don't worry if you end up switching this or like putting this the wrong side. All you gotta do is take them out and just correct it. It's just not a big deal. So anyways, go ahead and snap these on. So, and then there you have that. And then once you have that done, you're going to take this and you are going to tab this in like so, and then tab this in like so. There. Now on to bag 3. There's like 5 of them. Jesus. It's not that big. These are like, now we got like I think we got like the main parts out of the way. We don't have too much to do. Not that I know of. Pun not intended. So we're going to take this and this, and we are going to tab this in, and then we're going to push this to the side for a second or for a moment, and then we are going to take 2 of these right here, and then we are going to need this right here, and then we're going to take this right here. We're going to tab this in. Same thing here. If you can find one more. Okay, so now I can just tab this in. I'm going to go ahead and do this right now. So we're going to take this and tab this in at the very end, or the tail of this piece right here. Same thing here. It'll be more helpful, trust me. And we're going to take this and we're going to tab this in, and it's so much easier. So now we're going to do a double shift here. So we're going to take this and tab this in twice. Should be one more like that. There we go. We're going to take this and tab this in twice. And then there's one more small little step I skipped on purpose. And we're going to get back to it. All you have to do is take this and tab this in like so. And what's going to happen here is we're going to tab this in that. I don't think we're supposed to tab the other one in. Oops. It's okay. Okay, I thought we were supposed to do it twice. So we just tab this in twice. So you just tap in that twice. And what we're going to do is take this. And we are going to... Oh, okay. We're definitely going to need this. So it doesn't seem like we're going to need that right now. And then we're going to take this and we're going to tab this in like so. The direction doesn't show it, but I guess they took that off for so. Okay, guess not. And then we are going to take this and we're going to tab this. We're going to take this piece. We're going to tab this in. You know, I haven't seen the Iron Man in a long time actually. The first movies. And we're going to take this and tab this in. Oh, we're going to tab this in one forward and twice in the back. There we go. That was fast. I don't know why I'm singing. I don't know. I'm gonna stop. Anyways, we're going to take this. We're going to tab this in. Hey, what does this remind you of? And then we're going to take this right here. And we are going to tab this in like so. And then we are going to take this. And we are going to tab this on here. So this top part is holding it up. There's no connection here. It's just the top part that's holding it up. Anyway. So we are going to take this and we're going to tab this in like so. And then we're going to take this and we're going to tab this in. And then we're going to take this and we're going to tab this in. We're supposed to do that twice, but I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you how it's done. And then this is how that is supposed to be. And I'm going to go ahead and get this done. Okay. So that's done. We're going to turn this around. Take this. We're going to take this right here. We're going to tab that in twice actually. Okay. Alright, so I am going to start speaking. Okay. Oh, I guess we're not supposed to tab that in. See, I already messed up. So we're going to take this and we're going to tab this in like so. And then I guess we're supposed to tab this in like so. I don't know if, sometimes I don't feel like watching those older Marvel films again. And part of me really wants to, but I'm just like, yeah, but it's not going to. For me, it's just going to be like, okay. That was in the bag, that was in the past. I don't think it's just worth memorizing or, worth watching it because, like, I like the current, for me, I like the current, I always will cherish the older movies, like the older Marvel movies. I still love them. I wouldn't mind watching them. It's just that, part of me thinks, like, I think the current is best because, like, nowadays it's just like, it's very different. We're gonna put this to the side. Like, nowadays Marvel has like evolved, and then part of it is just like, we have came the long way. And then, by the way, we are going to take this and we are going to tab this in the back. So tab this in the back. Stay tabbed. Anyway, so anyway, then we are going to take this and we are going to tab this in. So I like to stay with current. I know, like, Marvel isn't the same that it used to be, and that just decided to just not want to stick there. Anyway, so we are gonna take this and we are gonna take this and we are going to tab this. Oh, we're gonna tab it in. Okay, like that. I thought we were supposed to tab it in on the bottom. I am not gonna sing. I don't. I'm okay. I do sing, but I just don't. I'm not a, you know, like a big singer or anything like that. Okay, so there's 2 of them. Got it. And then we are going to take this and just tab this in twice. So I don't mind watching the older films. It's just like, man, I think I'd just rather just stay with like current with what Marvel is doing. Because even though that was like, you know, a long time ago, this is gonna tab in here. And then we're gonna take this and I am gonna raise the camera, or I'm actually gonna do it like this. So these are supposed to tab in like so. We'll fan these out. So anyway, we're gonna take this and we are going to, what is going on? We are gonna tab this in like so. If it would, see, it's supposed to tab in like that. Oh, unless we're supposed to tab it in like this. Okay. Okay. So it has to be slanted. And then I guess we're supposed to turn this like this. There we go. Okay. And then I want to put that to the side for just a moment. We're gonna bring that in. Don't worry. We're gonna take this in. We're gonna tab this little red piece. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we are going to tab this in like so. And then there you go. We can go to put that to the side. We're at the home stretch actually. After this I'm gonna shower. I didn't get to shower at all today. This is so funny. We're gonna tap that in like so. And then we are gonna take this and we're gonna tab this in, vice versa. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take, there should be one more piece actually. Oh, there we go. We're gonna take this piece right here, and we tab that in. We're gonna take this piece right here, we're gonna tab that in. I don't know where the other piece is, but thank God I have one more. We're gonna take this piece, we're gonna tab it in, and this is what you should have. And then we're gonna take this piece right here, and we are going to tab it in the middle like so. Take this piece right here and we are going to tab it in like that. There should be one more like that. Oh, found it. And then this piece, oh, we are missing one. Okay, and then we're going to take this piece right here, we're going to tab this in. And then we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to tab this in on both sides. So this is what you should have. And then we are going to take this piece right here and we are going to tab it in like so, if I'm right. Oh, right next to it. Got it. Wait, but, oh, okay. I tabbed it in wrong. Oops. Okay, so we are going to need this right here, and I feel like we're missing something here. Oh, we are missing something. Ha! So we are going to take this piece right here, and we're going to tab this in, and we are going to take this piece right here, and we are going to tab this in, and then we turn this piece right here away. Okay, we are also missing something else too. So we are going to take this piece right here and wait a minute. We are going to tab this in like so. And we're going to tab this in like so. That looks pretty cool if you ask me. Okay, so I'm not gonna care because look, this is still gonna go in that like this. And I've corrected that. I put the wrong piece on by mistake. So this is what they want you to do anyway. So we are correct. And then we are going to take this and we are going to tab this in like so. And then we're going to take this and we're going to tab this in. This triangle is supposed to line in like so. Or yeah, well, this rectangle piece is supposed to be facing down, and this is what you're supposed to have. And then we are going to take this and we are going to tab this in like so. We need two of those pieces, don't worry. And then we are going to take this and we're going to tab this in like so. And then we're supposed to just tab this in like that. There we go. And then we are going to take this piece right here and we are going to tab that in on the opposite side. Or at least we're supposed to do that. But this is the only thing there is. How we're supposed to. Maybe this way. Okay, maybe yeah. Okay, yeah, maybe this way. That makes sense. And then we are going to take this. Okay, so we're missing one more thing. So we're going to take this and tab this in. And then we're going to take this and tab this in. We'll attach this in. And take this and attach this in. And then we're going to tab this in like so. And tab this in like so. There we go. And then we're going to take this and we're going to take this and we're going to tab this in like that. And then once that is done, you're going to take this and you're going to tab this in and there you have that. You're going to turn it to the back. And we're going to tab it in like so. Make sure these two, half of this like circle tabs on here, and then the rest will align itself. And then we are going to come here in the back, and we are going to tab this in like so. So there's the back. It's just what we did, except we just tabbed it in. Let me raise the camera up. So we're going to take this and you are going to tab this in like so. And then just once it tabs, you can go ahead and tab this in and then we'll work on this afterwards. It's not so bad. There we go. See? And you just got to play with it just a little. I wasn't going to touch it, but I was like, okay, now I gotta show it to them. We are gonna take this piece right here and we are going to tab it in like so. Just make sure to find that groove and don't, pressure it or anything. Just make sure you have it lined up though. There we go. And then they want us to do one more thing. And that is to take these gold pieces right here and then just tab them in on sideways. And you're going to do the same thing but the inverse. And then we are going to take this and then we're going to tab them in like that. There we go. And then there we go. So there's that part done. So now we're going to be working on his mouthpiece. We're going to take this and... Okay, hold on. Okay, so now we're going to take this and this. We're going to tab that in, and the other side is just going to grab on like so. I know I'm just not saying so much right now. Is because I'm not really sure what to talk about. Marvel. Actually, I do. Thank you for bringing it up. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and take this and tab that in, just like we already have done that right now. And you know, I feel like buying like a lot of Lego stuff and doing this. I feel like you guys enjoy that more, or the action figures more. I'm not pretty sure. I might have to check my channel what you guys enjoy more. I've seen that you guys don't like my gaming styles that much. Gaming styles. So what we're gonna do is put this to the side, and we are going to take this piece right here and this piece right here. We are gonna tab it in, and then we're gonna take it and we're gonna take this piece right here. We're gonna tab 3 things in. I will show you it again. Okay. And then we're gonna do vice versa. Actually, we're gonna take this, then this, tab that in, and then we're gonna take this. We're gonna tab this in, and then we're gonna tab it to the side like so. And that should be it for that little piece right there. But there's more that we have to get done. We're going to take this piece and we're going to tab it in. So now we're just working on his face. Oh, okay, and then we're going to tab this in. Right, like so. And then we're going to move this to the side, and what we're going to do is take this and tab this in. And take this, we're going to tab that in. And then we're going to take this, tab that in, take this, and tab that in. And then what we're going to do is take this, tab this in to the side. And then take this, tab this into the side. Like so. And take this, tab this into the side. You guys enjoying it? Okay, you guys are enjoying it. And take this and tab that in, take this, tab that in. Yeah, you know what was one thing I realized? Okay, so we're going to take this, we are going to tab this in. Or did I just mess up somewhere? Oh, okay. They're supposed to like hang over. Get it? Hang over. Okay, I'll stop. And then this is just supposed to tab in. Like so. You know what's my favorite Mark suit is? It has to be the latest one. I think this is how you're supposed to tab this in. Right? No? Okay. Okay, so I guess it's supposed to be on the... There we go. Oh, okay, I messed up. That was on me. I was looking at the wrong side. That was my bad. I was like, this does not seem right. Okay. So this is just supposed to tab in like so and like so. You know, since I have like a lot of things to do, I've like learned that having to do online studies is better while working, because you can just do it whenever you want. In traditional college, you need to just have to be there in person. No buts, ands, or ifs. It's just how it is. I'm not kidding. And then this is just supposed to be like this. Yeah, this is supposed to be like this. But anyway, we're going to take this, and we are going to take this, tab this in, and then we're going to take this, and we're going to tab this in. I should have just showered. Take this in, and we're going to tab this in, and then I was looking away. I wasn't paying attention there for a second to what I was saying. And then we are gonna take. Kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, and then we're gonna take this and we're gonna tab this in. And take this and tab that in. We're gonna do that twice. I think it just saves time if we just do it twice, because at the end you're gonna have to do that exactly. And then we are going to take this and tab this in like so. And take this, tab this in like so. And then we're going to tab this in like that. So now we're going to be working with these 4 pieces right here, or these couple pieces right here. So what we're going to do is take this, and we are going to tab this in like so, as if you're about to give it a cap, and then tab this in, and then take this, and we are going to tab it in, and then this hollow piece is supposed to be facing outward to you. You're going to take this in, you're going to tab this in like so. And then this is going to just slide in and tab this in. And there you have that. Wait, where am I supposed to be tabbing these in? So I guess these are just supposed to tab in like so. I don't know. There's his bottom. There's his bottom half of his face. And then we're gonna move that to the side. We're gonna take this and tap this, and that piece almost rolled away. That's not cool. Anyway. Oh, perfect. This is actually what we needed. So, you're going to tab this in. Make sure you have to have tabbed this in like so. And then you're going to tab this in. I'm going fast. We're at the home stretch. Might as well finish, right? And tab this in like so. And then we are going to take this, and we're going to tab this in right now because it's easier now. And take this, and we're going to tab this in like so. And then we're going to set that to the side for now. We're going to take this, and we are going to take this, and we are going to take this as well and tab that in. And then we're going to take one more piece and we're going to tab that in behind. And this is what that looks like. And then we are going to take this and tab that in. And then this pink piece will just tab in like so. Move to that side. We're going to take this, tab this in we're going to take this and tab this in. And then once we have done that, we're going to take this, tab that in, boom. And then we are going to take this, tab this in, like so. Or we're going to take this and tab this in like so. There we go. And then we are going to take this and we're going to tab that in. And we are going to tab this in 4 times. It's just the process goes so much easier when you know what you're doing. And when you know where pieces are and where there's like not many pieces here. This I can work with, you know. So we're gonna put that to the side, and we are gonna take this, put that aside, and we're gonna take this and this. We're going to tab that in, tab that in, and then we're going to take this piece right here, it's easier now, and then tab this in, then this will just tab in like that. And then we are going to take this and we are going to tab, oh wait, hold up, we're missing something. We're going to tab this in right now. And tab this in as well. And then take another piece and then tab this in, and then we're going to tab this in, tab this in, and then we are going to take this piece right here and tab that in. And then we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to slant it and tab it in, slant tab, or whatever they're called. I don't get it. I don't care. But it's like, this is how this is supposed to be. And then once you have this, we are going to take this and we're going to tab this in. Well, actually, we're going to tab this in like so. And that is what you're supposed to have. And then you're going to take this and you're supposed to take this and tab this in as usual. We already know how the process goes for this. And we are going to take this, and this is how that is supposed to be. And we're going to take this and tab that in like so. And we're going to take this. We are going to tab this in like so. And then we're going to take this and tab this in like so. Same thing here. Tab this in. And then tab this in. Then we're going to go ahead and tab this in like that. Tab this in like that. These are going to be his eyes. And then we are going to take this and then tab this in and tab this in. We're at the home stretch. We're almost at the home stretch. We're going to take these 2 pieces and we are going to take this piece right here and tab this in. Take this piece right here and tab this in. Right now I'm just trying to like focus on getting this done. You know, I actually enjoyed this build so far. I'm surprised this build lasted this long as well. So it's gonna be a one-off video. I don't think I'm gonna be doing any reviews on this, if you ask me. But anyway, we're gonna come back here and we're gonna tab this in like so. And then we are gonna take this piece right here, and then we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to tab these in together. Same thing with the other one. And then this is going to tab in like so, tab in like so. It goes on the side. And then we are going to take 2 of these 4 of these. We're gonna make it twice. That's what they want us to do. And then 2 of these. And take 2 of these. So what we're gonna do is take this, tab this in, and then one side is gonna receive this, while another side is gonna receive this. So it's the same thing, same process. Same thing here, opposite side gets this, and then gets this right here. Like I said, it goes so much smoother when you know what you're doing. And then once that is done, all you gotta do is tab these in, there you go, tab these in, there you go. And then we are gonna take this right here, and we're supposed to be tabbing this in. Alright, fine, we'll start here. Okay, so we're supposed to tab this in like that. We're supposed to be tabbing this in here. And then we're going to take this and we're going to tab this here. And then there you have that. We are almost done actually. Let's see what we need done. Get done. And we're going to take this and we are going to take this and tab that in. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the other because eventually it's going to like make us do the same thing here. So this it we're going to take this. I was corrected on this one for some reason. I knew it. So we're going to take this, we're going to tab that in, take this, tab this in, and then what we're going to do, and then we're going to take this, we're going to tab this in, we're going to take this and tab this in, we're going to take this and we're going to tab this in, we're going to take this and tab this in. Yeah, we're going to tab this in. I was doing it on the wrong side. Okay, I'm trying to just go fast. We're going to take this and tab this in, and tab this in, and then tab this in. There we go. And then we're going to take this and tab this in, and tab this. There we go. We're almost done. Oh, we're supposed to be taking this, and we're supposed to be tabbing this in together. There we go. And then we're supposed to be tabbing this in like so, and this in like so. Wow, we actually came the long way for this. We're finally at the home stretch. We're gonna take this. Let me raise this camera up. And we're going to take this and tab this in like so. And then we're going to need this piece right here, this piece right here, this piece right here, and we are going to take this piece right here. This is just going to tab in like so. And then this is just going to tab, this is just going to go through like so, and then this is just going to be like that. And then what we're gonna do is tab that in like so. And there you have Iron Man. And I'm gonna go shower after this. So you can go ahead and tab Iron Man like so. This one just like rotate, and you have to be careful. You can look up just a little bit, but not so much. His Marvel sign right here, his sign could just rotate all the way back if you don't want it hanging off. You can just like take it off. I'm not going to. And then his figure, this is the first time I've gotten this Iron Man. Well, you can take his head off, and then there you go. And then, yeah. There you have that. And then, if you want, there you go. Take his helmet off. You can do 360, hit himself in the head. Or don't, I don't know. You can, but his head gets in the way. You can do a kick. go back that much. Can definitely bend. You can bend back. He can rotate his head. Oh, you can have that. And then he can rotate his wrist as well too. But anyways, there you have Iron Man, and then this is basically it. Took me all the way till 3:40. Anyways, there you have that.